City Newsroom has a story. Asedun Ketia, chairman of the NDC, says opposition political parties won't support a coup in Ghana. I mean, we already know the president and the party in government also doesn't support coups. In fact, Ghanaians in general, the only time apparent support for coups come up is in frustrated conversations on social media. You see a lot of people saying, "Oh, we want some soldiers come and take over." First, I think I should say that the threat is real. Let's not pretend. The threat is real. When there is unrest, when people start to feel frustrated that their problems are not being solved because the people being asked to solve them are the problem. That is the atmosphere from which coups, come. So, look at what we're facing with Galamsey, look at the economy. These are some very big things affecting all of us. That creates that kind of environment. So let's be clear that the danger is not, it's not exaggerated, or we are not imagining this. It's something that needs to be addressed. Now, the two parties, obviously, neither of them will benefit from a coup, because a coup throws everything away. So whatever delicate balance the NPP and NDC have found between themselves, so that they can be swapping the baton of leadership under a constitution, will suddenly disappear. It will suddenly be of no moment, of no consequence. The NPP or the NDC will suddenly have, no sphere of operation, because there will be no constitution, there will be no parliament, there will be no elections, there will be nothing. So suddenly there will be no purpose for political parties. They don't want that. So it's no surprise that they are, united in their dislike of coups. I'm gratified that it seems majority of Ghanaians also are not interested in a coup. But you see, it's never the majority that stages a coup.
That's true. Most of us are not participants.
Yeah.
We don't carry guns.
Yeah.
We don't control them.
Exactly.
We may be here or me later on. In fact, what are the examples across the sub-region? Government, their own guards, their own security around the leadership.
Yes.
They end up doing it. The masses sit at home. Later on, they hear about it. They either jubilate or they actually go and hide under their beds. So, I mean,
look, let me tell you, in modern Ghana, how such a thing would happen, if it will, and I hope it never does. It will just be one conversation, one night, a few people who have command of, very influential battalions or units. Just a few of them sitting around puffing on their cigars and getting annoyed. And it will take something very small to trigger them. Getting angry. Then they'll start looking at it as a problem that, as a problem to be solved. And how do soldiers solve problems?
brute force.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only arsenal they have.
That's how these things happen.
Yeah.
Before you know it, someone is drawing a plan. Before you know it, someone is looking at it. Oh, this will work. Oh, actually, maybe if we get this guy on board, this will work. And before you know it, they are solving the problem.
Yeah.
And we are all suddenly in a new era. And trust me, we don't want that. Anybody who has lived in the 80s and saw military rule, you know we don't want that. But the only solution is we have to fix this mess.
Mm-hmm. So it's not an either-or situation. But let's be clear. Of course, see, me, I didn't live through Coup period. I have done enough work on it, from Who Killed the Judges through to Scars of the Revolution, to know that there are people living today who can show you major scars from those periods. People who were ordinary people, they were not government officials, they were unrelated to government, going about their usual business, normal business. People in Makola today, people living close to areas that had nothing to do with coups. I hope you get my point. There are orphans in the Republic of Ghana today because of those periods. There are people who have never seen their family members. There's a list that they carry around a long time. More than 300 people who vanished. They couldn't bury them. They couldn't even do the funeral because you don't know how the person left and never resurfaced. This happened in the Republic of Ghana. I mostly share the National Reconciliation Commission's report with people that read it and familiarize yourself with what has happened. Some people say that we are incapable of certain things. I laugh at it. If you want to know we are capable of certain things, look at how we do mob justice. Look at how very nice people all of a sudden can actually jump around and kill military officers like Maxwell Mahama and co. You can never dismiss that ordinary women will be part of people carrying stones and big things and chasing ordinary Ghanaians. The same Ghanaians will do that. So it is not beyond us. This presumption that we are so much immune from the process, it's not possible. The only problem is that our governance is not delivering on the dividends. Stop this nonsense of creating the impression that we can still bury our heads in the sand and pretend things are working. Everybody knows it's not working. Everybody knows it's almost like a Kahoot. People exchanging hands and always planning the people of this country into a lot of things. For how long will they stay for it? Hopefully, we learn the lessons from other countries and fix our mess.
And check the military takeovers. You'll find youthful people celebrating, jubilating because military has taken over. Why? Because most of them don't have jobs. You know, the countries are rich, but it's just a few people in leadership particularly who are enjoying. It's not trickling. See, that's why people get excited when military take over. I hope that as we are seeing, we're watching it happening around us, our leaders will begin to think again and now begin to distribute the wealth, because it is for us Ghanaians. It's not for just a few people. That's how we prevent it.